friends, welcome back to Kimmy's Kitchen and more. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I have a recipe to share with you guys. It's been a minute since I've been in the kitchen either cooking or baking, and I want to get back into it more. So I thought since Mother's Day is just around the corner, I would do this Panera bread copycat kitchen sink cookie recipe. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it before or not, but when my husband and I went to Ohio for his work, we had went over to Panera to eat, and then I got a cookie. And the kitchen sink cookies sounded amazing, so I was like, okay, let me try one of those. So later that night when I had it after dinner, my husband tried it too, and he was like, oh, these are really good. So we went back over the next evening to get some. He's like, we should get a couple. I said, yeah, let's do that. They were completely sold out. I guess we waited too long in the day. Or maybe we went over earlier. I can't remember, but I know we went back over and they were completely sold out. So it must have been later in the day. So, and then we were leaving early the next morning. So we knew we wouldn't have another opportunity. But I was determined. I said, I'm going to find that recipe and I'm going to make those cookies since he liked them so much. Because if you've been on my channel enough, you've heard me say that my husband is not a sweets person. He's not big into sweets at all. So for him to find something, a cookie or something like that that he likes, if it's ever like an ice cream or a cookie, I try to, get it for him because I know he's, it's not something he typically does, so he must really enjoy it. So the prep time for these cookies are about 10 minutes, okay? Total time, because the cook time is about 12 minutes. And like I said, they are called kitchen sink cookies, and they make, obviously, they are what they sound like. They have so many ingredients in them. I mean, honestly, not a whole lot of ingredients from your regular butter and sugar and flour and things like that, and vanilla. But there are, other than just chocolate chips, when you make your cookies, your chocolate chip cookies, there are caramels and there are pretzels. And if you wanted to do it a little different and add in white chocolate chips cookies or chocolate chips as well, you could. I'm just adding in the milk chocolate morsels, but you absolutely could add in, or even butterscotch. Butterscotch would be really good as well. But let me read you some of the ingredients. My iPad's about to go dead, so I want to read these to you before it does. So you'll just need 1 stick of unsalted butter. Okay, and we're going to melt this. And mine is pretty soft because I had let it set out to room temperature, so it won't take much to melt it. And then a 1/2 cup of the light brown sugar, packed. It says packed. 1/4 a cup. Oh, I did forget one. Hold on, I did forget one thing. An egg. I forgot my egg. I should have known I was going to do that. Let's see. Okay. Get my egg. So you'll just need 1 egg. And then I did the sugar. A 1/4 a cup of granulated sugar, as well as the brown sugar, the egg, 2 teaspoons of the vanilla extract, so 2 of that, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which I'm probably just going to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt right on the top towards the end because we are trying to watch our salt intake, and that's something that's really important to us. And I did, like I said, I could have used salted butter and that probably would have done it just fine, but I knew I wanted to sprinkle some of that sea salt on it because it makes a world of difference taste-wise with these cookies. So I used the unsalted butter just so I could put a little of that sea salt in at the end. But if you're not watching your salt intake, you put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of the chocolate chips, and a 1/2 cup of pretzels. It says chopped. I just kind of broke them up Probably, I can always sprinkle up a little bit more. And then a half a cup of the caramels. And it says to cut them like as small as your, these aren't quite as small as my chocolate chips, but it says to cut them sort of small like those. And so those are all the ingredients. I'm going to melt my butter and then lower down the camera and I'll be back. Okay, and just to let you know real quick, I did just melt the butter. So I'm getting that ready. I'm gonna mix the butter in with the brown sugar and the granulated sugar. But go ahead while your butter is melting, go ahead and start your oven to preheat to 350. And I'm gonna go ahead and lower down the camera, so hold on. Okay, so like I said, it says to add in the butter. So I'm gonna get all that in. Okay, and then the brown sugar. Aw, I gotta show you guys. Look. Made a heart. I had it in my little heart measuring spoon, so when it came out in a perfect heart. So that's really cute. And then you put in the granulated sugar. And there's no need to use a mixer for this recipe. I was looking forward to using my new mixer, but it says there's no need for this recipe. And then you just incorporate the sugars along with the butter. And then next I'll stir in the egg and the vanilla extract. And then I'll do the baking soda and a little bit of that sea salt that I was talking about. I'm gonna omit until towards the end, but if you are not omitting, that's your time to put in the sea salt, or put in regular salt, any kind of salt, doesn't have to be sea salt. And I will be sure to put these ingredients down below in the description box so you can make them for whoever it is you're going to make them for. Like I said, I thought it was a perfect timing with Mother's Day around the corner. You can make these cookies for your mom or your sister or your aunt, your grandmother, whoever that special woman is in your life. It could be a friend from church, a neighbor, whoever. But I thought, you know, this would be a really good recipe to do that with. Everybody loves cookies, right? Okay, so now I'm going to put in the egg and that vanilla extract. My hands. And it's 2 teaspoons of the vanilla extract. So let me get the second spoonful here. Okay, give that a little stir. And then go ahead, add in the flour. Okay, Ruby must see somebody outside. Ruby, no. I'm just gonna mix it until all the flour, it says, disappears into a dough. And just a side note, it says that the dough will be wet and sticky, but we'll let it set up, okay? And so that's all nice and mixed. See that? Oh, I forgot to put in my, that is the baking soda. Mix that in with it. Real nice like. Okay. And then it says mix in the chocolate chips, the pretzels, and the caramels into the dough. And then I'm gonna let me go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and mix it in. And here's the caramels. I knew they were gonna be fun. They feel kind of like hard, which they're soft, chewy caramels. So I guess just from doing that to them. And then the pretzels. I always like to clean up. I don't want a mess. These are all the rest of the caramels. I had got these caramels at Target. I'm sorry, not Target, TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna, my oven is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate all this. And once I mix it all the way through, then you're gonna let it sit. Okay, you're gonna allow the dough to sit for 1 to 2 minutes, just to kind of slightly sit so it's not as sticky. And you know, I can stir it again if I need to, okay? And if you needed to add 1 or 2 tablespoons of flour to kind of help firm it up, which I can tell I don't need to, you could do that if you needed to, okay? And then I'm just gonna line a baking sheet with parchment paper and then just scoop it into like a 1/4 cup size scoops. And then, of course, you just roll it into a ball, just create the ball using your hands, and then just flatten the top so that they're like a thick disc versus like a round ball, which you do with some cookies, without flattening it, you know, too much. And then if you would like, you could put, once you have them rolled into the ball and put onto the parchment paper, you could take a pretzel and put it there on top. That's it. And you could also, like I said, put a little sea salt there. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit, and I'll be back. Okay, as you can see here, I went ahead and already rolled out some and put the couple of the pretzels, I just broke it in half and laid the pretzels on top. And this is what I was talking about. You just I kind of smashed down the cookie as opposed to having like a rounded shape cookie. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this, yummy, of this sea salt on top. There's that. This says that it makes about 9 really big ones. I think I'm gonna make like 12 medium-sized ones. So I still have some more in here to roll and pat out. I'm gonna put it on this tray and then get them in the oven. You're gonna leave them in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes before pulling them out and letting them cool. So hold 1 second. Okay, so they're all done and all ready to get in the oven. And I said I was making 12, kind of like medium-sized one, but I actually have enough to make 2 more, or at least 1 nice-sized one. I think I'll make 2 more, that way I'll have a total of 14. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the oven, like I said, at 350 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm gonna pull them out and I'll let you guys see what they look like. So stay with me. Okay, friends, these cookies are huge. I did not think that I made them that big. You know, it does say that if you wanna kinda straighten up the shape, that you can take a little bowl and do that. Like, now's a good time to do it, but honestly, I don't care. They're gonna end up in our mouths and in our tummies, and they're for my husband and our family, so it's not like they're going outside, so they don't need to look fancy or anything. But like I said, I have 2 more to put in, so it's gonna make a total of 14. These are really, really good size. And I'm so excited to take a bite, and I will do a taste test, so stay with me. Okay, friends, I am back, and this is what they look like. They are quite large, and like I said, it made 14, so I am very excited. Well, the caramel just pulls right along with it. Yum, yum, yum. Got that caramel in there. Yum, and the milk chocolate. I gotta get a little bit of that pretzel too. Oh my. The pretzel in there. They are chewy and delicious. That I even suggest when you first pull it out to sprinkle some of that sea salt on it, and I think it would be absolutely delicious. Because you have that sweet and savory together. I give it 2 thumbs up, and I think my husband's really gonna like it. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to to all the beautiful mamas out there, the ones that are here, the ones that have went on. Happy Mother's Day, and I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day where you can, Ruby wants to see, she probably smells the cookie, to where you can pamper yourself or just relax, whatever it is you're doing. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. And I hope if you have not already subscribed to my channel, you will hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification, and you won't miss any of my uploads. And thank you guys again for watching. Bye, y'all.